Hey guys, Troy Francis here, coming at you with another video from Manchester. So I wanted to talk briefly about the no contact rule after a breakup, okay? Because this is something that gets discussed a lot online, and it gets discussed a lot as a strategy basically for getting the person that you've broken up with back, all right? So the idea is, okay, so I'm gonna have no contact with her for a period of, 2 months, 3 months, whatever it is. And then she's going to feel that loss, and then she's going to think, oh God, I really wish that I was back with Troy, or I was back with Steve or James or whoever it is. And she's going to magically, get back in contact and turn up on your doorstep. Now, that stuff does happen because actually the feeling of loss and the feeling of like, oh, actually, this person really is out of my life now. And this is almost regardless of whether she's dumped you or you dumped her or, whatever's happened. That feeling of loss does kick in. And, it's not inconceivable that somebody may think, well, hang on a minute, actually, I do kind of miss that person. And they decide to get back in contact with you. It happens. It does happen. But, and this is the important thing, the important thing is, you shouldn't use it as a strategy in that way, okay? If a relationship has ended, and particularly if she's ended it, okay, then you've got to kind of take that as fait accompli, really. It's like, okay, fucking bus are making so much noise. You've got to kind of take that as read, okay? She's ended it for whatever reason. Maybe it was something that you did. Maybe it was, something else. Whatever. She's finished it. Okay, fine. You have to take that as being that is now the status quo. That's now the situation, and it's just not a good way to live your life. To think, okay, well, I'm now going to do this sneaky little ploy of no contact, and that's going to magically bring her back, because you're then doing it. Your energy is misdirected because you're doing it for the wrong reasons, okay? You're doing the no contact, but you're not really doing it. You're doing it with this hidden agenda of, I want to get her back, okay? And that is not healthy because it may well not work. And secondly, because it's just, if you're going to go no contact, right, you should be doing it for yourself, as you should be doing everything for yourself, okay? The real reason for no contact, actually, is to get over the person that you just split up with, because being with somebody is a bit like a drug, okay? It's almost a narcotic effect, it's genuinely, you spend a lot of time with that person. Maybe you shared a bed every night for years or whatever, there are all those chemicals that you shared, and withdrawing from that person is like a drug withdrawal, and it's like, getting off heroin or getting off alcohol or getting off anything else, really. You've got to have a period of abstinence from that person, from that thing. That's the real reason, okay? So the reason you're doing it is not as a sneaky way to try and get her back. It's because for your own mental health, you want to get over her. Okay, you want to get over that situation. Now, what may then happen is, as a consequence of you doing that, she might ironically feel the loss and think, oh shit, have I made the right decision here? And then, she does try to get back with you. She does try to, or at least she initiates some kind of contact. Now, at that point, you're really gonna have to make a decision about what you do. Because obviously, like right now, if say you just split up with somebody and you're watching this, you might be thinking, well, obviously I just, immediately welcome her back into my life and we'd fall into each other's arms and it would all be wonderful. But, I mean, there's a lot of questions here. Why did she break up with you? Did she go off with somebody else, okay? If that happened, do you really want to get back with that person? Is that really the right thing to do? Probably not, I would say. And the distance that you're going to get through doing the no contact is going to give you, it's going to be painful, it's going to suck, it's going to feel, it's not going to be nice, but it is going to give you some quiet and some peace and some clarity so that you can think about, okay, so, was this person actually the wonderful, unique snowflake that I thought, or really, in the cold, harsh light of day, am I actually better off, as painful as it is, being without her, okay? And you know, you're only going to know that. It's very hard to know that when you're in it. Okay, it's very hard to know that when you're in the thick of it and you're, you know, she's with you the whole time and you're surrounded by, you know, and all the rest of it. So the no contact, you should, when you do no contact, you should really do it. You should commit to it, and you should do it for you primarily. Okay, this is a selfish tool, particularly when she's dumped you. Okay, because she's dumped you, she's got rid of you, whatever, she's binned you off. Okay, now is the time, firstly, for you to heal, and secondly, for you to take some time for yourself to assess things. All right, and that has to not involve her. And that means no contact as far as social media is concerned. Obviously, no phone calls, no video calls, no text messages or WhatsApps or any of that bollocks. You know, nothing. Okay, don't look at her pictures. People say delete your old chats and things like that. I wouldn't. You know, you don't have to do that, but I would certainly, you know, archive it. Don't look at it. Don't look at any old photos. If there are sort of physical things that you've got, maybe put them in a bag, stick them in the back of the cupboard. Do all of that stuff, right? And take that time for yourself. But as I say, just do it for you. Don't do it because you think that it's somehow magically gonna make her change her mind about you. It might do, or it might not, right? You know, sometimes it does work out like that, but many times it doesn't. And even if it does work out like that, is that really the right thing? Because that relationship came to an end for some reason, okay? That relationship came to an end. You know, there was a reason why you guys are no longer together. And so maybe it's the right thing, you know? Maybe it's the right thing that you are apart. And maybe a little bit of reflection, a little bit of time apart is going to show you why it's the right thing and why actually, as painful as it might be, you guys are better off apart and it's better not to rekindle it, okay? So just a few little pointers, a little bit of food for thought there on no contact. I think it's generally speaking a pretty good thing to do when you've reached a point of when you've reached that point of no return in a relationship where basically it has come to an end, it has come to a conclusion. Look at this. Used to be a really dodgy nightclub right back here. God, what was it called? Was it Cinderella's or something? It's a really dodgy nightclub over there. There's now a Market Kitchen and a Nando's and a ZZ. And a travel lodge above. No nightclub in sight, but it used to be a really dodgy club back there back in the day. Yeah, so those are some thoughts anyway. Food for thought. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you have used the no contact rule yourself and how it went for you and what happened, and if you got the person back or if you actually recognise that it was right that you guys had split up or whatever. And if you want help with your dating life, then we've got some events coming up in London. We've got a VIP experience coming up in London. We've got Mexico coming up. We've got Colombia coming up in October as well. For all inquiries about coaching, just email Troy at realtroyfrancis.com. I'll see you guys again very soon. Bye-bye.